A peaceful scene with a large tree providing shade. Luqman, an elderly man with a wise expression, sits calmly, while his young son sits beside him, attentively listening. Sunlight filters through the leaves, casting gentle shadows. The background is a tranquil village. An animated village scene where two villagers are seen arguing, their faces filled with emotion. Luqman, standing with his son nearby, points towards the quarrel, his expression thoughtful, while his son watches with curiosity. A heartwarming scene of a man gently assisting an elderly woman with a cane. He supports her as she walks, his face full of kindness. The surroundings are a village street, with people going about their daily routines in the background. A vibrant and lively scene with children laughing and running in an open field. The sun shines brightly, and the children are playing simple games, their faces glowing with happiness, symbolizing the joy and innocence of childhood. A tranquil riverside scene with Luqman and his son walking along the riverbank. The calm water reflects the sky, and Luqman points towards the flowing river, teaching his son about life's journey. A close-up shot of clear water flowing around large rocks in a river. The movement of the water symbolizes perseverance as it adapts to obstacles in its path, continuing its journey. Luqman sits under a tree with his son, telling the story of the proud king. Luqman gestures with his hands, his face animated with the tale. His son listens intently, drawn into the story. A grand, luxurious court with a king seated on a golden throne. Around him are courtiers flattering him, offering insincere praise. The king's expression is one of pride and vanity, illustrating his arrogance. A solemn scene of an old sage with humble robes walking away from the king's palace. The background shows the grand court fading away, while the sage's expression is calm, yet resigned to his fate. A chaotic scene within the kingdom. Villagers are in disarray, and the king's advisors look confused. There is unrest in the streets, with signs of conflict and disorder, reflecting the consequences of the king's pride. A heartfelt scene where Luqman and his son sit close together, with Luqman gently explaining the value of humility. The son listens carefully, his expression thoughtful as he absorbs the lesson. A caring image of the son carrying a heavy sack of grain while assisting an older neighbor. His face shows determination and kindness as he supports the elderly man, demonstrating the value of helping others. Luqman stands a little distance away, watching with a proud smile as his son helps the neighbor. His expression reflects pride and contentment, knowing his son is learning important life lessons. An image of a weary traveler entering the village, his clothes dusty and his expression uncertain. He looks around, appearing confused and in need of guidance. The village is warm and inviting, with houses and paths stretching ahead. A welcoming scene where the son stands at the entrance of their home, gesturing for the traveler to come inside. The traveler looks relieved, with gratitude on his face, while the son's expression is one of kindness and hospitality. A close-up of Luqman's face as he watches his son offer hospitality to the traveler. His eyes are filled with pride and affection, showing his deep satisfaction with his son's compassionate actions. An engaging scene of the traveler sitting comfortably inside Luqman's home, revealing himself to be a merchant. The son listens in surprise and interest, while the traveler shares his story with a thoughtful expression. A scene of the son setting off on a journey, a small pack slung over his shoulder. His expression is one of determination and excitement, ready to explore new lands. The background shows distant hills and a path leading out of the village. A heartwarming reunion scene where the son returns to his village, with a wiser look in his eyes. Luqman stands at the entrance of their home, waiting to greet him, his expression filled with pride and joy. A final image of Luqman and his son sitting together by a fire, sharing stories. Both are laughing and smiling, reflecting the bond they share and the wisdom that has been passed from father to son. The atmosphere is warm and cozy, symbolizing the lasting impact of wisdom and love.